Oh, hi there. Welcome back to you and to me. It's been a while. I am going to hopefully put out a couple of videos. I have some video ideas for 2019, but I was planning on, and maybe I'll do it. I was planning on doing a ready with me while talking about books because I stumbled upon or discovered Booktube recently, which I did not know was a thing, and I how do I feel about it? I was intrigued, confused, curious, wondering how, why it exists. I guess that's not technically. No, yeah, no, I do wonder. I wonder why it exists in the same way that I wonder why anything exists on YouTube. That is to say that there are these very rigid lines, it seems, on YouTube. Like, it's almost like people are only allowed to have one interest. And I think that's so interesting because for me, I don't just watch one subject matter on YouTube. And so when I hear about these categories, I'm just like, is that a category because you think that people only care about that? Is that a category because you only care about that? Like, how did we come to a place where people who like books have their own YouTube section called BookTube? Like, and apparently there's an Instagram version as well, which is just like catering to people who like books. And me, as an avid book reader, I've never heard of it before last year, the end of last year, and I stumbled upon it because Read with Cindy showed up on my feed, and I just like watched her videos. But for me, I love books. I love watching makeup tutorials. I love natural beauty. I just have so many varied interests, and I on a daily basis do not wear makeup. I'm wearing makeup right now. This is so ironic to me. This is actually why I picked up the camera because I was like, I did my makeup today, so I'm totally gonna like film at least for a little bit of time. So anyway, what is my point? My point is that I don't know that I relate to the idea that like there are people who come onto YouTube only to watch one very specific category, and they have people who film only for that one specific category. Like the people who make booktube videos, do they also only watch booktube people? Do they also only engage in book related content? Because that to me is just so interesting and perplexing. Like, I'm just perplexed by it because I have so many varied interests. So I mean, additionally, like I last year started watching a lot of movie related content. Side note, it's not just that people it's not just that I'm curious about the way people consume content. I'm also curious about like the level of engagement and the level of devotedness to the content. Like, I consume content that I am not necessarily the target audience of, or that I am not a super fan of. Like, you know, like the idea that people have stands, or people have people that are just like, this is what I care about, I'm in all of the channels, I'm in all the blogs, I like follow it. Like, I'm not like that. Like, for instance, I consume beauty tutorials. Like, I watch, I guess, all of the major, to me, like the major, well, I guess not the major, like this, there's like the high major, like million view beauty YouTubers, and there's like probably the step down. I don't like the major ones because a lot of them to me are just sort of like fake, or they're white and problematic. The people that I watch, I mean, everyone's problematic, so not to say that the people I follow aren't problematic, but they're slightly less problematic in my personal opinion, and you are allowed to feel how you feel about that. But like, I've watched people like Raw Beauty Christie. I watch people like, why I don't watch, I watch people like Jackie Ina. I don't watch her as much these days, but I do really appreciate her and what she does for the community. I guess I watch Samantha Ravindall a lot here and there. Alana. I'm trying to think of who else I watch. I watch Nikki tutorials here and there, but like not very often. But anyway, the point with me watching beauty YouTubers is that I don't personally wear fake, or they're white and problematic, or the way that they wear their makeup. Like, find it very interesting that there's people that are more conventional and traditional in their makeup, and they wear their makeup very specifically, and then there are people on the other side who wear their makeup very light and natural, or maybe almost not even at all, and they are very different. Like, so on the natural side, which I'm also really into, I follow people like Mercedes, what is her, what is L'amour et la musique. I watch her content. Green Beauty Trish, is that her new name? Is that her old name? I think she changed her name recently, and I'm trying to think if that's what it is now, or if that's what it used to be. She's like she's more on like the natural side, and she's really into scents and perfumes. So I think Green Beauty Trish is her new name. So like people on that side where they're talking more about skincare and natural skincare, and then if they delve into makeup, I feel like it's the polar opposite of the beauty YouTubers who wear, like, for instance, like a beauty YouTuber on the conventional side might apply a primer, a foundation, concealer, brows, eye primer, then a couple different eyeshadows, then mascara, and then eyeliner, and then lashes, and then contour or bronzer, and then blush, and then highlighter, and then a liner for their lips, and then lipstick, and then finish it all with a setting spray. Yes, I'm not playing. I really love watching tutorials, even though I'm definitely not going to do that all on my face. And then on the other side, like for the people that are more on the natural side, both in the way that they wear their makeup and in the products that they use, then they would maybe do like what I did today. I put like on a tinted moisturizer, which is doing nothing for my scars, as you can see, or my acne. So I did a tinted moisturizer. I put on a little bit of blush, highlighter, a little bit of eyeshadow, mascara, and lipstick. And that's, to me, that this is my full face. This to me is like, ooh, I did it all. Like, and so when you watch conventional, this is a tangent. This is not what I came on here to talk about. What I come here to talk about? I came on here to talk about Booktube. I was gonna review a book for you, but now I'm like I'm already 7 minutes in. How am I like this? Anyway, I am going to, I think, start reviewing books because that's the thing people do. But I want to mix the content with the content that I'm talking about, that I feel like, why are these like so segmented and like in their own categories? And I will say, to be fair, that a lot of people that I follow do sometimes do like these roundups at the end of the month where they talk about all their favorites. But it's just a roundup. Like, beauty YouTubers who do not talk about, that are not a part, I guess, of Booktube, would not do just a single book review. It would just be like, oh, and at the end of the month, here are the books I liked, but also here's the makeup I like, but also here's the skincare I like, but also here's the products that I bought that I loved. Here are all my favorites, and by the way, there might have been a book, but they're not gonna like do an in-depth book review. But I kind of think that would be cool. So like, I kind of think I'm gonna put together a get ready with me while I talk about a book. And the first book I'm gonna do, because this is, I guess, the first book of the year that I finished, I'm going to do it on The Lost Plot by Genevieve Cogman. And it's interesting because this is not the first book in the series. It's just a book that I got at the library. Also, Cindy's fault, because Cindy is always talking about going to the library. And I was like, wow, I used to go to the library. How did I stop going to the library? And I think that it was just like over time with getting a Kindle and whatever, I just like got really used to ebooks. And then I try to consume books sparingly in terms of like buying them, even though I do have too many books in my house. And so, interestingly enough, what I didn't realize is because I don't go to the library, I am much more selective in buying books, which means I'm more selective in reading books, because if I can get a book for free, I went to the library to get a library card, and I ended up picking up like 3 books because the library didn't have the best selection. But then I discovered the app, and I have like 5 or 6 ebooks that I'm definitely just gonna like power through, because I kind of have an obsessive personality, and so if I don't hate it, then I'll just read through it. Like, I got this book and I read all of it yesterday. I think I read a couple chapters the day before, so that would have been, because today's Tuesday, that would have been Sunday night, and then I ended up staying up until 1 this morning reading it, because I have no fucking chill, and I was super tired and sad. And so like, that's the other thing I'm gonna have to keep an eye on, because I then on the way home today, because I was like, I really liked that series, I really like that author, I really want to know more, I went on to Overdrive, which is the this, it's like the way to get ebooks and audiobooks through the library. And I was like, I'm gonna see if they have any of her ebooks, because I'm not obviously not gonna go, I'm too lazy to go back to the library just to see. And they had one of them. They had one, the one I think that's just before the one I just read, and so I just downloaded it. And how much do we want to bet that I'm gonna be up super late tonight reading it again? Just guess, we'll see. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna do a get ready with me. I don't know if it'll be this look. I mean, this is just like, to me, like an everyday look with a cute, like, little bold lip. I mean, I don't normally do this bold of a lip, so, but then I usually do a little more on my eyes. So I guess this is, yeah, this is either you do like a dramatic eye or a bold lip. So I think this is fine. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm just trying to figure out when I'm gonna do it. I would ideally like to film on the weekends, because I'm a lazy ass bitch in the morning. Like, I'm not gonna get up. The fact that I even did my makeup before I went to work is like the pinnacle of my life. So I can't imagine like putting a camera together, and I'm filming on my phone. Even that, I can't imagine like putting my phone down and then talking to a camera while putting shit on my face before work. Like, what? People do that? I can't relate. So, but we'll see. I really do want to review this book, and I can't do it like this because clearly I'm too fucking ADD and it'll be a mess. Anyway, I'm at 12 minutes. I gotta go. This is ridiculous. I also want to try to have videos that are less than 15 minutes. So, thanks for watching. If you came back, or if you're new and you see the videos from years ago, there are many reasons. We'll get into that as the year progresses, but we're not gonna do that here because I'm gonna try to stay on focus, on target, on track. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day, a beautiful life. Do not let 2019 make you its bitch. Make 2019 your bitch.